Hi everybody, it's Jessica from Chambray Blues. I'm here to show you how to attach a homemade bias binding strip to this skirt. It's a wrap skirt that's reversible, and attaching the strip isn't hard. It's just a single needle stitch. I am using a regular 5/8 inch seam allowance. I'm going to start sewing right past the angle of the strip here. I'm going to sew where it's folded in the ditch all the way down my side front of my skirt. You can pin the piece in place if you wish. I prefer to just line it up with the side seam as I go along. Okay, my piece is just the right length for that. So the next thing I'm going to do is trim the seam down to 1/4 inch. It's a little bit wide, and we're going to trim it so that it's easier to fold the bias over the edge. So we're just going to cut that off. You can use this kind of bias binding for armholes as well. It works really well for finishing armholes or necklines, and it doesn't take a lot of time to do. All right, here we go. So now I'm going to fold it over to the back side, and my bias binding is pressed in place, so I'm just going to line up the fold of the bias binding with the stitching on the skirt. Actually, we're going to work from the other end here. Work from this direction so you can see better. Just going to line those two up, and I'm going to switch my needle position so that it's to the left, so it gets a little closer to the fold of the bias binding, and I'm going to stitch it in place. You want to be close to the edge, but obviously not stitch off the edge of the fold. There are special presser feet that you can purchase that'll make this a little easier. I just use a regular presser foot. And if you line up the fold of the bias binding with the inside part of your presser foot, it's a good guide and will help you stay on track. Go all the way to the end. So it's clean finished on both sides. The stitching should be on the edge on the back side as well, and it turned out great. That's how to do it, how to sew bias binding in place. I have a hem that I'm going to put on here, so this will all get folded up in a hem and you won't see the edges there. So that's how it works. Thanks for watching. You can see more tutorials on my blog, chambrayblues.com. Thanks. Bye-bye.